Holiday life. Better works like I'm trying to look at doing business and handwork. If the one that's the one that is more productive, doing business or handwork, something like that. The one that is more productive. If business is making sense, because this thing is basically individual, business or handwork or career. Sometimes you can still call business your career and handwork also a career. Sometimes I don't even know how to even specify them. I really don't know how to specify them. Like somebody that went to school and maybe study marketing, and then okay, somebody that went to school and study economics, then get a work in a company and started doing things like all those economical thing, like looking at the company, how the company products work, how the company manage their finance, all those things. I really don't even know if the how it even goes, because I think in the formal world this one is informal. Let's call it formal. Yes, it's an informal word. Let's say the informal word business or handle, because if you look at that too, just like the formal word will be is you do this thing, you go to work. Hi, Kelvin 1234 J7E. Good morning, good day. So, please, where are you watching from? Where are you watching from? Good morning, good morning. Where are you watching from? Where are you watching from? Please, the place you're watching from. Hi. So, my topic today is just I'm talking about career in different line. In different line, like careers. If you go and learn a handwork or you learn a business, which one is more important? Like which one do you people prefer? Because this thing is, will I call it, um, personal personal ideology. Like it's individual. Maybe I might go and try and learn handwork, how to plait hair. Maybe some other person will go and learn how to. Please, which part of the world are you people watching from? Please, can you uh, indicate? Indicate. So, like what I was saying, sometimes some people will want to go and learn how to make hair. Some people will want to go and learn how to sell, how to do business. So I'm trying to ask, which one do people prefer? Is it business or learning handwork? How to wear from the world, or uh, how to paint a house, or how to repair a phone? Everybody has the place where he or she likes. Like for me now, okay, I would say I love tech, to program. I love to program. I'm a data scientist. Um, I do all those things. So I don't know for every other person. I don't know if you like selling, you like doing business, that you have a shop, you have a shop where you sell, like where you sell food stuff, or where you sell clothes, where you sell bag. I don't know, but I'm trying to look into it to know the one which is more preferable. Is it learning a handwork? Because for me, I believe doing business is a good career. Learning how to sell phones, how to sell clothes, how to sell slippers, how to sell building materials is good. That one, some people, it gives them even quicker money. Quicker money. Maybe how to sell food stuff, how to market it for people. So for me, wow, subscribe to you. Wow, wow. Thank you, 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 Kelvin. Kelvin, thank you. So as for me, you say bah, okay. But as for me, I don't know for you. I think learning handwork will, because if you learn a skill, I believe that people who learn the skill, they are always on demand, depending on the skill you learn to. Depending on the skill, like phone repairers, they are always in demand. Every day your phone will get spoiled. Sometimes your phone will get spoiled, or something will happen to your phone, you take it to them. That for the breakaway is due to, I had a call, so that's why that this thing went off. What I'm trying to say is that some people, depending on the demand. So if you look at if you look at people who people who, wow, Jims Vlog Vlog one. Hi, thank you for joining. So I was talking about people who go for skill. Before you go for skill, you need to look how demanding that skill is. You know, you don't just go and look for a skill. You don't just go and look for a skill and go and learn because everybody's learning this skill. You just run and go and learn it. One time in my country, one time, you have one particular skill that they call argon welding. Argon welding. Argon welding was a popular skill when Shell came in. Shell, you guys know Shell company. Shell from the Britain. Britain has Shell. So when that Shell company came, um, so what I was trying to say was before you go for, like, call it uh, a career or a skill, you should know how demanding that skill is. It's not just you see it because of other people are doing it and you join. You join because other people are doing it. You just join. It doesn't make sense. And I was trying to say something. You have something I was trying to say before I got interrupted. Was when Cher came, everyone, that Agon wedding I was talking about was so popular. Everybody was going for Agon wedding. Agon wedding was one of the most popular careers for people, as at that time it was highly in demand, very in demand. So everyone was, if you look at this person Agon wedding, this other person Agon wedding, because it was majorly pipeline type of wedding. Why I'm talking about this is career choice. Before someone chooses a career, know how demanding that career is, and whether that career or that skill will has a long lifespan, not the one that will just come because of a particular trend and then go. What I was trying to talk about, what I was trying to insinuate was, between doing business and going for a skill, which one is more better? You understand? Which one is more better? Which one is more appreciating? And which one is giving you cash, can sustain you for a very long time? That is what I'm trying to say. So I was talking about that Agon wedding. Before, when she came, everybody was jumping into that Agon and pipeline, because we are running pipeline throughout Nigeria, throughout the country, throughout Africa. So throughout some to the west, also to London, to Wales, to US. We were running that pipeline. Oil was going through it. So many people jumped into that career. It was paying. It was paying. They were paying couple of money that time so much. We were paying so much to people at that time. We were paying so much. So we were paying thousands of dollars. People were going. But after 1 year or 2 years, the contract finished. That contract finished. So when that contract finished, so many people went broke. So many people, when I say people went broke, so many people went broke, and some people didn't notice it. Some people are still going for the pipeline wedding, based on some kind of vandalization they were doing that time. Though the job was still somehow calling people. So later, the whole thing went under the carpet, and you see somebody today who say, I'm a pipeline welder, an argon welder, and at the end of the day, there's no job for them. So what I'm trying to say, some people love doing business, some people love doing skill. But if you're going for business, likewise skill, you should know the kind of business. If that business is in demand, most importantly, if the business is in demand, then you can go into it. But if it's not in demand, for me, I do like doing business. I do like doing business, but I love skill. Let me be honest. I love skill. Skill is, to me, I feel skill is always in demand. Okay, let's take for example somebody that does phone repair. My phone one day will get one issue. Charging port might get issues like it might spoil. I will take it to the phone repairer, and the phone repairer will charge me money and work that charging port that got spoiled. Before, at least in a day, if you look at it in a day, you get they do get customers, because in a city, at least in a particular city, even in your own city, you people are up to, if not less than, 1 million plus in your city, in your place where you stay. You people have a lot of population. There is no how in a day 100 people's phone will not spoil. One thing must happen to someone's phone. And if you look at it now that we are in digital age, that people all people's business is always online. People always do business online. Every time people do their business online, something like that. So it's 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 always encouraging people to go into skill. In fact, everybody is in highly demand. But for me, I will also advise, building skill, building. Like if you go into building is, I I would like to also get your own opinion also. Building skill. I think about it. Building skill, like to build house, civil engineering, like all this you put POP, ceiling, tiles, paint, wiring, all these other things. They give much. They have much attention because if you have a skill, you're always in demand. You are the one that is. I think skill. People who have skill run the city. Apart from the white collar job, people who have skill, they run the city. If something in your house gets spoiled, you can't do it on your own. Sometimes you need a professional, someone who learned the job, to do that skill for you. Something like that. You need somebody who has that job. So looking at it, looking at it, you need a skill supporting the job you have, both the because sometimes they will tell you, if you go to US now, the Americans, some Americans, you see them, they are doing two jobs. You go to the UK now, you go to the Netherlands, they do two jobs. Like some of them, they will tell you that I do type a computer. I do type a computer. Their skill, some of them, I'm talking about their skill. Some of them will say they do typing, entry jobs. Some of them will tell you I do take care of garden. Garden. After they finish taking care of garden, some of them will tell you I do take care of garden. I do dispatch ride for Amazon. I do nanny, something like that. All those things. So it's a skill is always in demand, and so many people. And it's not something that you come and be bargaining. If you have a handwork, and you're good at what you do, if you go to somebody's house now and say, okay, for me to wire your house, for me to put bulb, put paint your house, make it look neat, you're going to pay me so amount. Even if the person tell you, please, will you take so amount? Like, okay, let's say I'll take $3 for painting your house. I'll take The person will say, okay, won't you take $2 or 2.5 cents, something like that. And you say, okay, yes, I will take, or yeah, last I will take is 2.6 cents. Before you know, the person will say, oh yeah, work. And you finish working. Before you know, you have your money. So I feel skill, though it's not monthly pay, but sometimes, like what I'm talking about is difference between skill and business. Which one is more important? Though I'm just talking about Kelvin. Hi. Yeah. Kelvin is online. So what I'm talking about was, if you look at that skill, skill doesn't give you monthly income, but it can give you maybe within the week. If you look at it, it can give you equivalent to your monthly income. You understand? Depending on the skill and how demanding it is. I don't want to be one-sided. Depending on how demanding your skill is. Some people who have skill make, like, let's use for example the tech people. Tech, they make, maybe their job comes, call it 4 or 5 times a month, or 6 times a month, depending. Like those people who does video editing. I've seen a guy who video editing, if you come to his dashboard, you see like 10 query, 5 query, like people who want him to do a job, people who he has already that has committed him to do a job for him, like to edit videos for him that they are going to post on YouTube. You see that he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people already in a day. You understand? So sometimes it varies. Okay, let's now go to business. Business. You have some business, some things that you have in your shop. 1, 2, 3, 4 months, you have not sold it. You understand? Some business is just seasonal business. It doesn't just come like that. Seasonal business, it doesn't just come like that. Then some business, it comes every day. You always sell every day. The demand is high. Like for example, somebody that sells meat. You do sell meat like cow meat, beef. Every day you have demand. People are buying beef. Somebody must cook. Whether you like it or not, you must eat. So you go and buy it from that man or that woman or that girl or that boy that used to sell that beef to augment your soup or your rice or your stew, something like that. You understand? So business, or maybe you sell in the market, you sell spare parts, cars. So what I was saying was most of the time comes that way. Some business will give you what you want. Some business will not give you what you want. So when you sell one of your products, you make a lot of money. You understand? Some people, their business gives them 1 million every day, 500,000, half a million every day. It give them what they want. Many of them, many of the businesses. So depending your success determine what you sell, where you venture, and how demanding that thing is. Sometimes that thing might be well demanding, but is in small rates. But if it's in high demanding, maybe, and location where you find yourself, location matters. You can't uh, you can't just come now and you have a business. You have a business. You a business like you do sell or you do give services. That's your business. You do give services. Your location is invisible. Where you find yourself, you are not on all those locatable place where people can find, because your business, you have to do a business that targets a particular specific people, not just anyhow, not just anyhow people. So most of the time, these are the problems we do face in business, and that's how successful will be if we know how to place these things. If we know how to place these things.